I decided to try and do a craft I seen being done by Lovely Creations here on TikTok, where she is doing a photo collage on top of wooden letters. So I went to Hobby Lobby, picked up a Z and a J because I'm making these for my two daughters for Mother's Day. They are pictures of their sons. Here I am starting with the Z. I traced the letter Z on the back of the pictures, and I am now cutting it out, which is way harder than it looks. Lovely Creation, she makes it seem super easy. It is definitely not. Even with the placement of the pictures, it takes some time, but I think I did pretty good for it being my first time ever doing it, but it is a little bit difficult to do. So I'm finishing cutting out the Z, me and my excitement that I did it. Here I am covering the Z with my podge so that I can place the pictures on top of the letter. So that is to seal or to glue down the pictures onto the letter. It is hard to do. I think I did a good job, however, for it being my first time, but it was a little bit difficult to do, to make sure that it was straight on there and that there were no gaps and that the pictures were pressed down. Here I am placing my podge onto the pictures to seal those in. I think it turned out pretty good. Next time I'll use a smaller foam paintbrush. I just used what I had instead of going back to Dollar Tree to purchase more. Here a picture was coming up, so I added a little hot glue to glue the picture back down. If I do one of these again in the future, I will make sure that I place the pictures a little bit better, pay more attention to where I'm placing the pictures. I think I did a little bit better job on the J, of course, because it wasn't the first one. So the Z was kind of a learning experience on how I wanted to cut out the letter and place the letter onto the wood. Now it is the J. So again, I just laid the letter on top of the picture, traced it with a black marker, and now I am cutting the picture out. What I did this time is I cut not on the line. I cut a little above the line just to make sure that I had enough space to cover the whole letter. Again, Lovely Creations makes it seem so easy, and she is very motivational. Like, you can do this on your own, but it is definitely not an easy task. That is the J. I'm doing the same step with the J of putting the my podge all over the J and filling it in really good. The J turned out a little bit better, of course, it being the second one. And just better, meaning being able to place it on, it fitting directly onto the letter. I didn't have to do anything extra or worry about any of it being shown. You see me again going over, putting glue on a picture. Here I am placing more Mod Podge onto the pictures to get them to seal in. So once you place the Mod Podge, you just set them somewhere to dry. I let them dry for almost a whole day. And here's the finished product.